volunteer infrastructure project. So in my program, we pretty much put a bunch of different nonprofits throughout San Diego to build volunteer programs to get the community involved, to get volunteers involved, to help out and provide some of the services to communities in need. So I was placed at Catholic Charities Refugee Services, and I'm pretty much, this is my current year, and it'll be over at the end of June. But when I started last September, I went in there thinking, okay, I'm going to do this, it's going to be great. And you think you know what you're doing, but you probably 90% of the time don't really know what you're doing. So that's last September, I was there, and I met with the staff supervisors. They were like, okay, this is what we need, this is what we need to happen. I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. Just give me a minute, to try and put this all together. You need so much help. And I just went to work. So, after I did all that paperwork, all that, human resources stuff that you've got to put together, so people don't get to sue you or whatever, and then it came time to recruit volunteers. Now, I work with refugees, so volunteers are great. Anybody who come in and just help a refugee in need. It's a wonderful and just great experience, but it's even better when the volunteer can speak a second language, which is really important if you're just trying to tell someone how to properly maintain a home, or which pills to take for their medication and whatnot. And it was about a month after, in October, when I finally recruited my first volunteer, and he was just like this gift. Like, he spoke 4 languages. He was willing to commit to 3 months of service, and I was like, is it really this easy? It can't be this easy to find someone like this. And he was really nice and really cool and really down to earth. He was originally from the Congo, and he had come to the States as a refugee. And he came in through another Catholic-based organization in San Jose. And I was just like, okay, that's great. So you probably know more than I do, so I'm just going to have you do this, and then you kind of figure it out. Because I think I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. Let's just see what happens. We figured it out together, pretty much. And we just had a family that recently was resettled from the Congo as well. And so I was like, great, we have this family that recently resettled from the Congo. You're from the Congo. Let's make this happen. So this family was really sweet and awesome, and I could never understand a single thing they're saying because they spoke French, and I'm just like, okay, that's great, bonjour, bye-bye. And so we had this issue at my organization where a lot of the clients were either late to their appointments, they didn't know how to get to our office because no one taught them how to use the bus or trolley. It's a huge need, to teach a refugee how to use a bus or trolley so they can come to their classes, come to their appointments with their case manager, just explore the city, just to make them feel comfortable, make them feel at home. And so that was like, okay, I have the volunteer, have the mission, teach the family how to use the bus, let's make it happen. And so I just figured it out. Okay, so the volunteers need a bus pass. Here's a map so you know where you're going. Have you used the bus before? And he's all like, yes, I have used the bus before. I'm like, great. And so it makes my job even easier. And, I just let it happen. And then come a week later, the case manager, I talked to the Congolese case manager, and they were like, I asked them, how's the family doing? How are they? Are they okay? They're like, yeah, they're right here. They're outside in the lobby. I'm like, what do you mean they're outside here in the lobby? And they're like, they're here in the lobby. And I asked the case manager, like, well, how did they get here? And she's like, they took the bus. How else did they get here? I'm like, wait, so are you saying that the volunteer taught the family how to use the bus? And she's like, yes, they did. And I'm like, no, are you serious? She's like, yes, they did. And I'm like, oh my God. It worked. Like, I never, I was just sitting there like, oh my God, I actually did it. I actually recruited a volunteer to teach a family how to use the bus, and now the family knows how to get here. So it worked. It's great. And that was like, that whole month of October, I'm like, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe this will be great. And just since then, just the trial and error process, but it's just, my whole AmeriCorps experience has been awesome. Just the fact that even though I had an idea of what to do, but just to figure it out and just to have amazing people around me to help me figure it out. And it came to like this beautiful fruition of learning how to use the bus. And I'm just like, the bus is like the best thing. No, it's not the best thing ever now. But the fact that it actually resulted in something was just really a great experience for me. made that little thing just made my medical experience worthwhile. That's my story.